All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you're new to me, shefaliburns, new to my show, the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. My goodness, thank you for being here. If you're watching live, thank you for watching on the replay on YouTube. Again, thank you. Please do subscribe so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. There's like a well of wisdom here for you. Um, and it's my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing, wonderful speakers and teachers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, their healings, etc., so that we can all thrive, so that we can all awaken to happiness now. And so today, my dear friend Marlenea Johnson is back with us, and we're going to be talking about the big energetic reset and the one direction that you need to take now. And so, some of what we're going to talk about is what is really going on now. Let's clear the confusion, the difference between being stuck and unstoppable, the one direction that she took that changed her life, and you can copy it. So, all that, and of course, so much more. Of course, Marlene is going to be doing a process today, and the process will be spirit led as to what is most needed for the group that are live on the call. And of course, if you are watching on the replay on YouTube, you can also experience it as well. So I'm excited about the call. If you are new to Marlena and you don't know much about her, let me just share you a quick little bit. She's been on our show many times. She is Magical Marlena, your prosperity advisor. She is self-taught, internationally known. She's a master manifester, an abundant life coach, motivational speaker, a classical feng shui advisor, a light worker, intuitive energy healer, and a clairvoyant angel channeler. She was born with the innate ability to connect and commune with the divine. She walks with the angels, helping thousands of conscious beings manifest the life of their dreams through an array of her golden key energetic processes. And you'll find her speaking on global platforms such as this, hosting her own radio show, producing music, teaching and training individuals and large groups of people daily. She is the creator of her own universe and has assisted over 35,000 people worldwide. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming Marlena back to the show. Marlena, welcome.
Hey, welcome to the happy hour.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I believe in joy, of course, bringing more joy, even if you have to drink your happy juice and enjoy the journey. But today, it's, really important that we, get grounded and feel safe and secure in our own body, number one. And a lot of people are ungrounded right now with what is going on, right? And a lot of confusion. Many people have been coming to me for months now and saying, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing now? Right? And I would have to, support them in what I knew right then. And now I can do it even deeper and much easier with the tools that I, learned here. And I can actually be very specific for each individual. So I am really excited about this. But what is happening right now? Of course, we're in a brand new 20-year cycle, energetically, and spiritually and physically, mentally. All right. And the earth is also, responding as we see. To the fire energy, you see fires, not only, like trees burning, but you see fires in the sky, right? With the airplanes and things like that going on. You see men and women being fired up, lots of anger, frustration and confusion and fear is a big thing happening right now. But if we look at the spiritual realm, what do we see? We see dark versus light. There is a separation, right? Who is real? Who is of the light for real? Who is of the dark, right? We need to get some spiritual discernment, right? Because they can fool people real easy. They have done it for years, right? Like you may, have encountered people that they use to, play games, right? Do things to you. And you're like angry. They want to get you angry They want you to get discouraged. Their biggest tool that they're using right now is discouragement. You were happy, you were grateful, you were, secure, you felt good, you had a great income, good relationship going on. All of a sudden, they thought, let's stop that, right? Let's take their joy, let's steal their peace, let's break that up, let's stop that flow. So what happened? Everybody's like, what's going on? What do I do now? They lost their, business, their jobs, their relationship. They started feeling heavy, tired, exhausted, nightmares are coming. Some are being attacked, by spirits, all kinds of things happening. And then they're like, how do you get rid of this? Right. And I have to help them when I, see that. A lot of people are seeking, psychics right now. Psychics are there, of course. But if you have to keep going there and paying them, it gets expensive, you know? So think about that when you will be able to have one tool that you can just see it and know it and it's done. You don't have to go anywhere else because it's known to you. So when we came here, right, we came down here with certain knowledge, all right, but we didn't know it, of course, we were infants, and we forgot what our purpose was. Why? Because of the family, right? The family we were, brought into. And we're going to talk a lot about that today. So what we're going through now is a separation of light and dark, right? So those of us on this call are most likely of the light, and or you wouldn't be able to stay here very long in this energy here. It's very happy and very joyful. And as the call goes on, it gets even more powerful and more joyful and more peaceful, and people get grounded. They, feel more powerful, right? So anything dark will just say, I got to get out of here. I can't stand the joy anymore, which is good. The more joy, the less dark. All right. Even when you are, I'll say being attacked. If you can keep calm, don't react to it, they have nothing to do. They leave. They're like, that didn't work. It used to work. It don't work anymore because you are in your powerful state of being and you're not going to even engage in that. You're like, you guys go fight. While you're fighting that, I'm going to do this, which is more creative for me, more fun for me, right? I don't have time for that. So that's one of your tools you need to use is stop reacting and give up the silent treatment. Good for narcissists when they start calling again. Oh, I love it, honey. Delete, right? Don't respond. Where we used to respond to them, don't respond. They get frustrated and they'll go away. Eventually they'll stop. And it's worked for me. I've done it many times. I'm like, that's enough of that. So just know what's happening and give it the silent treatment. Drink your happy juice and let it go. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to talk about the difference between being stuck. I've heard that many times on these calls, people feeling stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm like, you're not stuck. We didn't super glue you down. And going from being stuck to unstoppable. Now, some of you don't know, but when I was, a child, an infant, I was not wanted. I was told you were a mistake. We took the pill. It didn't work, of course, but here I am. I'm a happy baby. And you people are not happy. So you put a happy baby in to a home that was, so opposite of joy. It was crazy. But I made it through. And here I am with joy. And people are like, How can you have joy? How come you're the only normal one in your family? I said, I don't know what normal is. I don't know what normal is. But whatever that is to you, good, right? So when I was in that state, that energy state that I was put into, it was really depressing, scary, all right, tormenting. Sometimes you just had to go into survival mode, you know, and just bear with it. And I couldn't wait to get out of that. All right. Like many people, when they get to be a teenager, they're like, I can't wait to get out of here, do my thing. We're all there, right? But I felt stuck and really stuck in that, energy in their beliefs and their, karma, right? I was stuck in their karma, right? So whatever they were dealing with, I had to deal with their karma. And they were blaming me. And I was like, oh, so you are imprinting me with I'm not good enough. Shut up. We don't want to hear you, right? You're not loved. You're not wanted, right? No one's going to like you. You're never going to amount to anything, was what they imprinted me with as a small child, along with other things. In the same time, there were actual people that were playing a part to come and try to take my life. And the angels stepped in, and there were miracles happening back to back, right? They hit me in the head with a hammer, the part you take the nails out with. And while I was at the hospital, screaming out to God for a while, well, he closed the holes in front of all their eyes. It's on the record. No one can deny it. I share it randomly, right? I have angels that come physically, have saved my life physically. They have done, many things in my life that have changed my life from depression to total peace and joy, no matter what's going on, because they knew that what I was going to be battling down here was not fun. Talk about feeling stuck, feeling alone. I've been there, done that, right? Most people could not even tolerate what I was put through. So when I got to the part of my life when I became what I'll call unstoppable, it came by the angels, right? I didn't know any better. I had no clue that I was stuck. I just did not like that home. I didn't like the family. I didn't like the things they were, making me do or believe or wear or go to, and there was nothing I could do, right? At one point, my grandma stepped in, took me with her for 1 year, taught me about God, the angels, how to, paint in nature, how to enjoy river rocks and paint them and decorate things. And she was really great. So for a whole year, I lived in that training, right? So I went from one extreme to another. And then I was put back in that house again for a duration. And then I became Cinderella for a while, cleaning, scrubbing, feeding children and being Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and all that because my mom couldn't do it. She never was geared up for it to be a single mom suddenly, right? And after, several years of that, I finally said, that's enough of this place. I'm out. So I got myself a little apartment and it was a very, reasonable place. I could afford it. But at that time, I had met this man and he wanted to marry me. And so he came in and my stomach was like, no, 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 it's not right. Well, I didn't know any better. All I knew is what I grew up in. Tolerate it. Till death do you part, no matter what. Right? And it was almost that. It was almost dead till death do you part. But the angel saved my life a couple of times. So when he left, I said, okay, you go through the emotions, the pain, the shame, the blame, the blah, blah, blah. All that stuff for 2 years. On my birthday, I went to the mailbox and I'll remember it clearly. And I pulled out the mail and there was a big envelope from the court. And I opened it up outside and it said, you are now divorced. It was my birthday. Think about that. Okay? It was my birthday. I opened up the envelope and I jumped up in the air and said, thank you for my birthday present. After that day, my entire life changed. I was free. I was unstoppable. No one could stop me. They tried, they did everything. But I broke free. And you can too. I don't care what you're going through, what you faced before. The past has no power over you anymore. Understand that, right? Just let that go. Whatever's going on in your life, I want you to just let it go and make it powerless. Make it powerless over you. I started my own business because he wouldn't allow me to have any money. I couldn't have a car. I got a car. I went and took, the lessons so I could drive. And after that, you wouldn't believe it. Here's a single mom with no income, brought up in a home where you were told you'll never be anybody, you'll never do nothing. You're not even worth it. We don't want to hear you. No one wants to hear you, right? To owning 4 cars, right? Now the ex is calling. Whose car is that? Whose car is that? Whose car is that? I was even given a free car for a whole year, a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I was on my way to work and the radio was on and it said, if you have good credit and you can come into Mitsubishi right now, you can drive away with a free car for a year. I said, I'll be late for work. And I went right there and got the car, picked it up the next day. People were astonished. How come you got this beautiful car? You don't even work. Well, they didn't know I was working. I was working, cleaning homes. I started a business. And the next day I had customers. The minute I put the ad in the paper, boom, because I was free. I didn't have any hang-ups. I said, this is good. I'm good at it. There you go. That was round 1. And people were coming. They were like, how come you got that and you don't, you have no income, you have no proof, this and that were going on. I said, look up. They didn't want to hear that. They wanted to hear something else. I don't know what it was. But I didn't have anything else to tell them. I was just free. I was unstoppable. Right? People were trying to stop me, of course. Don't do this, don't do that. I just walked away.
So I just want to clarify something. So the angels were helping you. That's what you're saying, basically?
Yes. Yes. Big
Yeah.
time. They still are, and they're helping all of us. That was a big game changer in my life, right? But I realized after years, because people kept coming to me and I was in school as a, like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old and on, they would come to me. And then I'd be like, painting or in the bathroom, washing my hands and, what happened? This, what do you think about this? And I started saying when I got teenage years, I'm like, is there a note on my head? It said, tell me all your problems, ask me. Yes, there was. But, now I know what was going on because I was sent down here on a mission, just like a lot of people here are on a mission, and you want to know what your mission is. So you go, what is my purpose? Right? So the first thing I learned was I am an advisor, right? And I could have been, like a tarot card reader, an advisor like that, right? Or Dear Abby was an advisor, right? But no, they had another plan. I'm like, all right, well, that's the first thing. Then there's a teacher. then there's the coach, and the manifesting generator. Can you tell? Right? Yes, I have helped people manifest a lot of wild things, right, over the years, and it's still going, right? So I'm like, I have to share joy. Going from that depression to this joyous person who should not be joyous. I should be angry at everybody, right? But the angels sprinkled some golden stardust on me, and after that, nothing bothered me. Nothing, right? Now things do happen, and
So,
I feel it.
So Marlena, you've been blessed with blessings of the angels, right?
Mhm.
You figured out what your purpose is to be an advisor, but how can that help us? That's what everyone wants to know. How is that going to
Exactly.
help us?
What? Now you see the direction, right? I took was to let it go, whatever was going on that was stopping me. And now I want to share this with everybody, this thing that I drew. I'm not an artist, but we don't need to be. Um, Now, each and every one of us, I'm going to call it a camp. When you were born, you were placed in a camp with a family, right? So we're going to call that the new life camp because it was, you were the new life coming into their adult camp. So when you get to the camp, you get the camp tools and the camping supplies that they have. They give them to you, all right? So let me see if I can do this. All right. I need to see. All right, so you see like my little tents that I drew, right? Okay, so we have the first camp, and that's where we are at from the time of our birth. All right, we are, living with our family, wherever they are, collecting all their, belief systems and their patterns and their colors and smells and music that they liked and TV shows and the schools they sent us to. And while we're there, we also go to other people's camps, right? We go to school and we pick up on that. And then we go to our friends' houses and all that. We pick up all their supplies and tools that they're using. And we also have our own inside of us. So when we move out of that camp into the, my camp, which is our, own camp in the center here, right? You're bringing in all the tools from your parents' camp, ancestors' camp, your camp, other people's camp that you picked up, right? And the ones if you have a partner coming in, okay? All that's going into that adult camp. After a while, what has happened to all of us, right? We felt this is not enough. There's got to be something more. Where do we go from here, right? And you start to awaken. That's where we start to awaken, right? And a lot of people are in search mode then, which we all are still in right now. And we hear about this awaken camp store, we'll say, the third little one here. And we go there and we start to pick up energetic tools, which could be yoga classes, qigong, music bells, meditation, subliminal messaging to clear all that negative programming, right? And that's what happens to us. We get to there. That's where a lot of people are right now. Now, when you're doing all that, you still feel, what else is there? I've done all this. I still don't know. So that's where it's coming right now at me. So I drew this little person, okay, and they have a question mark over their head, like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? I have a goal. Why can't I reach it? You see the little X on the screen is like your treasure that's buried in the ground. And you're saying, how do I get to my treasure? You may have a goal of writing a book and you start to write it, but you can't finish it. It sits on the shelf. It's been there for years. You keep saying, I'll get to it. I will, but you don't, right? You may have a goal of starting a business and you're frozen because you did not have any of them tools in your camps. So you don't know what to do. And then you're like, what is my purpose? Right? How do I get to my treasure? That's where this comes in, where we are going to work today. We're going to work on how do you find out your mission? Because you are on a mission. You have a goal. I know everyone has a goal or two, but what is the main goal that you have right now? Right? And how do you feel about it? If it manifested right now, what would that do for your life? Think about that. How would you feel if you manifested that today? If it just showed up out of the blue, how would you feel? Would you feel happy? Would you feel like, wow, right? Or would you be afraid? Oh my goodness, now what do I do? It showed up. I don't have any tools, you know? So this is where you need to go. You need to really look at your main goal, how you're going to feel when it shows up, right? So just for instance, say that you have a goal to start your own business. And you're like sitting there going, now what do I do? I'd like to start this business, but what do I do? Right? How do I do it? Now, you can go to, take courses and learn from everyone else and how their business works, or you can actually have your own treasure map that says, this is your mission. This is what you're good at. These are your side hustles. Okay? That's all here today. This is available for you now. It wasn't before. It was hidden. It's like somebody buried your mission so you never find it. And I call that King Dark. King Dark did that to us. Okay? But the universe and the angels said, it's time for you to bring it. I want you to, offer this to the people that really are seeking it. The universe right now is only working where you're at. So if you're confused, more confusion comes. Okay? So we want to get rid of the confusion. We want to get rid of the clutter, the anger. If we can reduce the anger today, that will open up a new blessing window for each person. So if we can, take a few moments right now, and I want you to think, who are you angry at right now? Who comes up in your mind? It doesn't matter if it's you, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your brother, your spouse, neighbor, somebody. Who comes up right away? I am angry at whoever they are, doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah, and if you want to type it in the chat, that's also good. And there's no judgment, even if it's your, because my answer came up myself. I'm angry
Okay.
at myself. So, that can,
No,
that's normal.
exactly. I was too. I was kicking myself in the butt, and I didn't know it because I was going about doing my stuff, you know. And when somebody would come and try and, forgive them and all that, but when it's you, you don't notice it. You're like, it ain't me, it's them, right? I got the issue. But yeah, so let's just take that, and know it's normal, whatever it is. You can be angry at a cat too down the street that did something to you. Seriously, right? Some person you don't even know. They cut you off yesterday, right? You can be angry at the IRS. You can be angry at the news media. You can be angry at your computer. Anything like that, whatever came up, right? Let's go to that right now. I am angry because. Okay? You are angry because. Now, are you willing to absolutely, with no doubt, forgive yourself and whoever that was? Right? If you are ready to let that go now, forgive yourself because you didn't have the tools. They didn't give you any tools. They didn't tell you could be angry at you. They only taught us to be angry at everybody else, right? So let's go. Let's go into that right now. When you're angry at yourself, when you're angry at somebody else, how do you feel? What do you feel like doing to them? How angry are you? What do you feel like doing to that? Feel like wringing its neck? You feel like kicking it, punching it, shoving it down a hole, flushing it down the toilet, whatever. That's anger. And you need to acknowledge it so it can come up and get out. It isn't worth our time anymore. This is all about you. The universe starts with you. Think about it. You are the universe, right? You are a part of the universe. So any anger that you held towards you, anybody else, any place, anything, let's clear that all right now from the point of creation. And let's clear all the emotions attached to it, all the reasons why you would want to keep anger at yourself or at somebody else. And let's clear judgment. Let's clear all judgment against yourself and other people. Let's clear it right now from the point of creation. Anywhere you learn to judge yourself, let's uncreate it right now from the point of creation. Right? We are going to solve it right now. We're going to solve that situation. Energetically solve it, resolve it, and dissolve it. Any way, any time, any place that you pick that up, how to do that unconsciously, we clear that now as well. We clear the space of it. We clear the timeline of it right now. And we delete it. Right now, all the way back through to the point where it was created. And if somebody taught you to do that, let's clear that now. Anywhere you learned it, from watching others, let's clear their eyes from it, the ears from it, the energy from it right now. If it came from your DNA, your ancestors, clear it now all the way back right now. And as we remove all this anger, we remove the memories of it. We remove even the memory of the anger. It's no longer yours. It never was. It never will be. And now anybody who was kicking themselves repeatedly, playing a broken record, we break the record right now and dissolve it. We bury it now. Let the earth take it now. And we ground ourselves. Get back into our body. Get back into our power. Get back into our peace. And to replace it with what? Joy. And more joy. Jump over yourself. Get into your joy. Get into your joy. You can visualize yourself standing there, and your joy self is next to you, and it jumps right inside of you right now. And it fills your entire body up with its joy. Total joy, total bliss. I love myself. I am amazing. I love myself. Start saying that right now as I am. Moving your energy back into your body, back into joy, the joy state of being. You have a purpose. You have a purpose here. It is to love. It is to love and share love. It is to share joy. Regardless. Share your love regardless. Share your joy regardless. Be you regardless. Experience joy, experience expansion, experience peace right now. And those of you struggling, wherever you picked up struggle, let's clear struggle. Struggle to make it, struggle to be seen, struggle. It's just such a struggle. Let's clear that now. I hear the inner child crying right now, saying, I'm struggling, help me, please. Let's clear that now. That cry for help, that inner cry, that outer cry. Let's clear that all now through all timelines. Where you picked up the struggle from your family, from that camp you were at. Let's clear that now. There's no need to struggle. Separate. Struggle, separate. Struggle, separate now, and dissolve right now. We are going to disappoint, struggle. I am grounded, supported. I know who I am. I am powerful. I am radiant. I am conscious. I am me. I love me. Let's have that and more of that right now. Activate. Receive, 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 believe. Anywhere you picked up doubt. I doubt that will work for me. Clear now. Anywhere you picked up the doubt. Separate that energy now, universe, angels, go. Let's clear that right now from the point of creation. Yes. We say yes to success. And the yes is going right into your solar plexus right now. I see it going in right now. You are now accepting the yes. I am ready. I am ready to go forward on my mission. With ease and grace and gratitude and happiness and joy to do it. Regardless of the opposition. Receive right now a blanket of comfort and peace and love and joy. Protection from the heavenlies, from the angels, from your angel team and guides, from Archangel Michael. We're going to be putting on a purple robe today. I can see it coming from Archangel Michael. He's putting on a beautiful light purple robe on everyone here, including myself. And some people are receiving a crown. It's gold and it has certain jewels in it just for you. And after this call, you're going to need to rejuvenate yourself with some water, juice, good vegetables, and some fresh air. And if you have gemstones, put them out in the sun or the moon. Rejuvenate them. And let's just let that work on everyone here, everyone listening. And how is everyone feeling after that? Wow.
Good, much lighter. It was more of a like it's a lighter feeling, but it was that joyful feeling inside. It's kind of like uh, I don't know, peace is not even the word, like relief, and that's just like it's all good,
Yeah,
right? It's
so,
like it's all good. Annette says I'm feeling it, possibility. Yeah, it's like anything is possible, right? Linda says a
yeah,
great shift, lighter, awesome. That's great. And when you feel lighter, then your energy is open, right? Your energy is open to possibilities and different opportunities and different doorways, right? So can open up for you when you're feeling lighter for sure.
Yeah, and we have the collective consciousness that sometimes, and I'm very sensitive to energy. Um, so sometimes just be sitting there and you feel good, and all of a sudden you got pain, and they're like, who's this? So then you know that you're sensitive, and you're like, okay, so I'm feeling somebody's pain or somebody's emotion, right? Let's clear that. So now you have a new job to do, right? You're not just clearing for you, you're clearing for whoever. So sometimes the universe will use certain people because they don't even know that they're on that certain mission, right? They'll use them to clear it. So think about when you're sitting there and all of a sudden you get a, pain or a emotion that came out of the blue, right? Fear, all of a sudden I'm like, fear of what? Whose fear is this? I will turn it then and say, let's clear it from, whoever it is, right? And if it's the entire energy of my neighborhood or whatever, let's clear that now, right? And I will start grounding myself, walking around, right? If it's still light enough, I'll go outside and walk around and clear it, right? And just start noticing. Take notice now that it's not yours. That is not yours. You didn't learn that, right? So if you're a
And
deep
that's
work,
what happens. I just want to clarify. A lot of times when people feel something, they automatically think it's theirs, and they react to it, right? And so it's about taking a pause, taking a breath, and saying, "Well, I wasn't feeling this a minute ago, so it's not mine. I don't know where it came from. It doesn't matter, but let's just clear it." Right?
yeah, so yeah, and they go in panic mode
Yeah.
and they start going, what do I do? And they end up, some of them, my neighbor ended up at the emergency room when she got a
I'm
panic
not laughing,
attack.
but I have to share a story. Okay, you guys are gonna think I'm
Mhm.
crazy, but I have to share this story. I was staying at my son's place for 2 weeks, right? Apartment with his cat, and everything was good and fine. And one day, like, I hadn't gone anywhere, and nobody had come in, and the door has been locked all day, and like there's nobody coming in or out. And I went to the bathroom like around 8 o'clock, normal. I went to the bathroom, and a couple hours later, I noticed that the seat was up. Not the seat, but the other one we normally sit on was up. And I'm like, how up? Can't stay here. I can't sleep here tonight. And then finally, like, logic came, and it's like, okay, I'll take it away, right? But first I panicked. First I reacted. Then I was like, then I used my tools. I don't like to call our occasional make a little tool, but then I brought these tool to calm me down. Oh my god, it was.
Yeah.
I was freaking out. But it's funny now, right? But in that moment, I was like, I'd never experienced that before. Like had that. fear. Angels and like just that protection, but it's like what the f, and the next morning and the uh, time were things that see he didn't believe me either. It's like, you must have done it. It's like, I did not. I
up beside me, and I had the energy to just go, get out, and it would go. I'm like, oh, okay, close up. You know, now if the toilet seat starts going up and down, run.
exactly. Don't react. I share my screen because I think it'll be helpful to take some questions after we do this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Seriously. So Marlena has 4 packages. I'm like, oh my God, 4. So let's talk about this. All of the packages have a payment plan, and if you're an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code. So package A, we're going to talk about first, and it includes 4 downloads, 3 live calls, and remote healing. So you want to talk a little bit about these?
Yes, the first thing here is the 4 downloads, okay? Because we all need an energetic reset. So, my purpose is to actually help people achieve their maximum results possible with the smallest investment of time. All right. So with the 4 pillars of ascension, which everyone's going to have to shift, these areas. So the first one, of course, is our health and vitality, which also includes your mental state of being. That one there, you're going to listen to my mind music track. It's going to clear away negative energy from your body. Okay. And your environment, it's beautiful for toxins and mold. Also, body detox from stress. Very powerful track right there. So you can play it and, receive a beautiful healing for your entire being, right? The next track, of course, my favorite kind of thing is prosperity. All right. So we're going to activate your lucky star. Everyone has a lucky star. All right. So we're going to be doing a 24 karat gold frequency, where we just actually bring in the energy of luck. All right. And some of you might use Lakshmi. When you hear the word luck, right? What jumps up to you, right? Lakshmi. So you can bring that in as well when you're doing it. The positive results will begin to happen. So if you've been stuck in a cycle where you didn't feel, anything was going your way, well, start activating your lucky star. At least once a week, do it until it starts being like, in your field for good, right? Because it will take over. All right. Whatever you focus on will manifest. So think about that, right? All right, so the third one is spiritual connection. You want to always stay connected to, you know, the universe or God or the angels, right? And it's hard to do that when you're, going through ungrounding, being pushed forward really fast and things are changing on. It's hard to stay grounded. It's hard to stay focused. You can't even hear your guides or angels, right? So you come to a call like this and you go, oh, I can hear them now, right now because I am peaceful. So I am going to play my harp, and all you need to do is lay down, receive, sit down, receive, use it at bedtime, whatever. And just while you're there listening, you can do a meditation where you connect yourself back to source, right? And you say, I would like to hear what you have for me. And during that beautiful music time, your entire being will just relax and you'll just hear what you need to hear. You'll hear messages, guidance. It's wonderful. Now the last one, every one of us should partake in this. All right. Love. All right. And general relationships. All right. This is very powerful and much needed. So I'm going to be removing the stubborn belief system, the systems that were stopping us from enjoying a loving, lasting, lifelong relationship, including with ourselves, right? It's very powerful. So we're going to work on the deep issues and begin clearing each one. The effects will be amazing. So we're going to clear out old relationship karma, family patterns, any and all cursed energy, black magic, evil, darkness, right? We're going to work on cleansing all of you, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your chakras, your organs, your blood, all your personal parts, and more. This is going to be taking back your empowerment totally and being set free. That's what I've done for me. And that's what you're going to do for you. It's so simple. I did the work. You just listen and allow it to happen. After that, we are going to have 3 powerful group calls on Saturdays, right, at 1 p.m. All right, there'll be 3 of them. The first one, we're going to gather together. I'm going to listen to what is going on for you, and we will work on clearing each and every one of them issues. All right, so we're going to do that on the first Saturday. The second Saturday, we're going to work on most likely our finances, our wealth. We'll work on that. And then the last one will work on relationships and your health, whatever that may be. All right. And anything else that comes up. Now, what's really good as a bonus, I am going to be doing remote healing transmissions every single night until December 31st when we go to change the year. Usually it's 30 days. This is going to go on for months. Right, we're in the 6th month now, and this is going to go on until New Year's Eve. Okay, so
Wow.
you're going to be supported for the rest of the year. So when you purchase package A, you are getting a lot right here, a lot. So think about that, if that will help you. All right, because there it is for you right now. If you want to go deeper, we're going to dive into package B. You get everything in A, okay? And we are going to have a one-on-one session as well. So you can work privately with me, all right, for a very special price, all right? And I actually took more than $100 off of my session price for you. So you could actually partake in it. And I think that they can make, payment plans. I'm sure of that, right?
Yep. And I was just going to say, you've never actually offered a session at this price point ever. Like, I don't think ever, ever.
No, never. And also
So
getting
you
all
want to
the
take advantage of
benefits,
that.
and
Yeah.
getting everything in A, right? I was like, let's do it. Everybody deserves a miracle break today, right? From Marlena, not McDonald's, Marlena. All right.
Exactly.
And
And
then
then
we
there's
will go to C and you're going to get everything in A. You're going to get your personal session. And what we all are looking forward to is our personal direction destiny chart. I didn't know what to call it, but that's what it is. Where am I going? Direction, right? Compass direction. So you're going to receive your own personal direction destiny chart. It's going to be like having your very own treasure map. There's no more guessing. Where do I go now? Or what do I do now? Whatever your goal is, you will know what is the best direction and action to take. Okay. You are going to know what your mission is here. You're going to say, what is my purpose? There it is. I lay it out for you. Your purpose is right there, very clear. Okay. All the, wow, every type of employment for you specifically is there. What your side hustles could be, right? I am sure that you have done something like them or you're doing it now, right? And you can look at it and go, wow, I love doing that. Let me do that. Instead of guessing, instead of trying to copy somebody else in your family said this worked for them. Some lady on the internet tried this, don't try anymore. Do it. Know it, be it, live it. All right. Get in the groove of joy. You heard the song Get in the Groove, right? Get into your groove. Women, especially right now, are coming to the forefront. We are, very powerful beings. We were pushed aside up until now in the fire energy. So it doesn't matter if you're retired, you think you're too old, you should know what your purpose is. Instead of sitting home watching TV and, feeling bad and losing energy, you can do a side hustle right from your house. It's so wonderful, right? You'll know what to do. And no guessing anymore. So that's that package. And then I knew that you may have somebody living with you. They have to be living with you. You can order a personal destiny chart for them as well, right? And with all of that right there, it's still underneath what one session would be with me.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's some wonderful testimonials that people have written about Marlena and a fuller bio here. But again, these 4 packages, again, package B, the one with the 30-minute personal session with Marlena, she's never offered it at this such a low price point ever in the past, since we've been doing the show. And then of course, package C includes a personal direction destiny chart, and package D includes one for yourself and one for somebody else in your household. So see which one, resonates with you. Take advantage of this offer because again, it doesn't happen very often that Marlena's time is offered at this such a low price point. So it's really economical, feasible, and there's a payment plan available as well. And if you're an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code. Okay. So thank you so much, Marlena. And I just wanted to take a few questions to see if people had any questions about the personal direction destiny chart number 1, because like when it comes to our purpose, people always ask, what is my purpose, what am I here to do, like why am I here, like what is my calling. And there's a slight difference between purpose, calling, mission, but if somebody had wanted to have want to ask a question of Marlena, please do raise your hand so that you can work with her one-on-one. Okay, make sense? Because I know at the beginning I normally say that and I forgot, and then we just got into the conversation, and we didn't really ask any questions like that. But if you are wondering for yourself, because this is the big energetic reset, and what direction do you need to take, or what is that one thing that you need to do? Just raise your hand, or you can type your question in the chat, and Marlena can quickly answer as well. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, you there?
I'm here.
Yep. Awesome. And so I just want to ask you about the personal destiny direction chart thing. Is that a PDF or how does that work?
Yeah, that's going to come in a PDF. That way you'll always have it, and you can actually print them out. you know, so
And what information do you need for that?
just their name, of course, their email, the correct one, and just their birth date. That's it. That's
Okay.
it. Because when we come in, right, we come in at a certain time, right? And a certain date, which has
Yeah.
to do with us specifically. And there's male and there's female, right? So you will be given exactly what your purpose is, why you were sent here at that moment, right? Because
So, so,
I used to say, why did you send me here? 'Cause it's family, you know what I mean?
yeah, but didn't we also choose that? Didn't we choose our family?
Well, they say we did, but in my conscious mind, I would never choose them. Okay. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
I had to be
I
unconscious.
understand that.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to be
understand that.
unconscious. Somebody hit me in the head with a hammer back then too, and said, choose these people or else beat you.
Yeah, no, I understand. So did you do the personal direction destiny chart for yourself and you found out what your purpose was? I mean,
Yes,
I know, like you said, to be an advisor, right?
yes, I did. And you know, the first thing that I looked before years back was like you know, the generator, the manifesting generator, you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, that would make sense that I am a manifesting generator, right? And that was the first step into it, learning it a little bit. But then I'm like, what is my purpose? Why am I really here? I want to know. And I started diving deeper and deeper into it. I'm like, let's go. I want to know. So once I found out, I'm like, ah, that is so me. Yes, it is. And then recently, like I said, all these people kept coming. What's my purpose? Why am I here? What am I going to do now? They left me, right? I lost my job. What am I going to do now? And I'd sit down with them in a session and we would, you know, try and work out what are your gifts and talents. And I don't have to do that no more. I'm so excited. It's all there. I'm like, yay. So as soon as I, you know, receive that info, then I go to work on them, you know, between working with the angels, the team, making sure it's correct for them, right? And I am sure that I'll start getting feedback from those that have learned, yes, this is my purpose. I know now. I don't have to be confused anymore, right? So right now, you're wearing somebody else's shoes. They hurt
Mm-hmm.
your feet, right? They hurt your feet. They were hurting my feet. I was walking in my family's shoes, saying this is what I should be because that's what they taught me. And somebody else said, take that job. You know, I hated the job. I'm like, wow. So when the universe said, you're retired, and I was like, what? Retired? And I mean, they told me, you are retired. So they took me out of work. And I'm like, what do I do for money? So I had to become a manifestor real quick. And they were teaching me so I could teach other people, but I had to go through it. So,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, it's not easy. And I know that, you know, Shefali, you have been taken through many things so you can do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And look at you. I think it's what, 13, 14 years since you
Yep.
began. Yeah. So you have been going through a lot. And in the past, you know, we're going to go 5 years, both of us, 5 years, going through things that nobody else could put up with. And we're still standing. And I had
Yep.
somebody reach out to me last night and say, oh, and you're still fluttering around? I can't believe it. I'm like, yeah. I didn't respond to that because I'm just like, I don't have time
Yeah,
for that.
absolutely.
You know, but I have time
And
for questions, anybody.
yeah, also, like, some people may know what they may feel what their purpose is, but then they still feel stuck as to what to do next, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
Vivian is asking, can you help me clarify my purpose and path right now, please? Well, she can't do that in in a few minutes. I don't know how long the destiny chart thing that she creates takes, Vivian, but maybe she can just tap into the angels and get an answer that way. I don't know. We can ask.
see, hmm, with your purpose, right? You'll have to grab package C, and that way we can work on that. But right now, what you have is fear and confusion, right? Spot on. So, Vivian, if you can raise your hand, we can clear the fear and confusion.
Yeah. And where there's fear and confusion, there's lack of trust,
Yeah.
right? Lack of trust in yourself, lack of trust in source, spirit, creator, universe, etc.
Mhm.
For sure. I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah. We all had that
Yeah.
until we
Yeah.
did.
And the self-doubt we cleared earlier, doubt, right? Or we cleared earlier on the call.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe she can't raise her hand. I don't know. Or come
I
off
don't know.
mute.
Mm.
I'm not sure. No worries. If you can't, it's okay. But I thought this would be a good opportunity, oops, to clear that for you, give you some clarity. Yes, and doubt in other people's intention.
Yeah, see, there's that fear that I was picking up on. Fear of other people, right? And you pick that up in your, first camp, your new life camp. They were fearing other people, their judgment. If I do my work, they're gonna judge me. So you hide. Why are you hiding, Vivi? See, these are the things the universe wants to know. How can we
And
help you?
when it comes to other people's intentions, you can only focus on yourself, what your intention is. What other people's intentions are, you can't really control, right? You can just go ahead and unmute yourself if you want, Vivian.
Yeah, down at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're unmuted now. Go ahead and
All
talk.
right.
Hello. Yes. Thank you. It's wonderful listening to you, both of you. So thank you, and for including the angels. I used to work closely with the angels.
What happened? Why'd you stop?
Um, well, first, Corona happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to move. I had to leave Australia and move to back to where I come from in Denmark,
Okay. Yep.
and that was a huge shock to my whole system.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. So it's like you have to move your roots from Australia back to Denmark, number one.
Yes.
So you're more grounded back in Denmark, and then
Yes.
then it's just a matter of getting started again. I mean, I also moved from Austria back to Canada. It was a big move, so I know what that's like, and it takes time to get settled and grounded and be physically present in your new place, because part of you still wants to be back in Australia. So it's understandable. So it's about committing to, yes, I'm here now. This is where I am. Decision made,
Yes.
right? Instead of having one foot in one place, one foot in the other, right?
Yes. Yes. I have to make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had to make that decision too. So trust me, I
Yes.
know. I wanted to go back to Austria, back to Europe, because I just loved it there. And I hate, I know hate's a strong word. I don't like the cold in Canada at all. So I also had to make that decision and choose. So I think I finally said yes to staying in Canada. I don't know. I'm still like, I don't know, if somebody gives me an opportunity to go to Europe, I'm gone. So, it's like, who knows? But but when it comes to the angels, it's about, why do you not want to work with them anymore?
Oh, I would like to work with them. My name is Angel, so yes, I feel part of them. But I was asked why I was hiding. Yes, because I feel uncomfortable uh, showing who I am. I don't
Mm,
feel recognized. I don't. It's just I feel strange.
yeah, totally understandable. Marlena, do you have anything for her?
First of all, let's go to your lower chakras. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. All right. So where your belly button is, all right, your belly button is
yes,
now your joy doorbell. Okay.
yeah,
Sounds
yes,
weird. Sounds weird. But when you came in, you were a bundle of joy and you shut off your joy in your journey. Right? So
yes,
now, and everybody else here on the call, including me, has a belly button. That is your doorbell to your joy, because that's where you were connected, right, to your mom, right? And when you got here, you were called a bundle of joy, and you are still a bundle of joy. No matter how you feel about yourself, your doorbell is there. Anytime you want to ring it, you press it in and say, ding dong, joy is here. And if you don't laugh when you do it, keep doing it till you do laugh, because it is funny. When they revealed that
okay,
to me, and the angel said, this is your doorbell to joy. I want you to ring it. I'm like, what? You're cracking up. And I started doing it and I burst out laughing and it helped. I'm like, all right, well, there you go. And that is where your joy is, in that chakra. So in that chakra, I see some yellow, but there's some gray. So Vivian, that gray is not yours. That belongs to your father.
okay,
Ah. So do you want to carry around your father's sorrow? And
yes,
you want to carry his fear and sorrow?
yes,
Why?
because it's sad.
But why do you want to carry it?
No, I don't want to carry it. I want to
Thank
clear
you.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, because it isn't yours. It belongs to your dad, and he picked it up from his mother. So
Yes,
it's a negative pattern. And let's start to chisel it out of there right now and open up that joy chakra. Bring in more sunshine light. You know what the sun looks like?
yes,
Okay, bring the sun, grab it out of the sky right now, visualize the sun,
yes,
and place it right over your belly button right now.
yes,
Now we're going to expand that joy right now through your entire legs. You need joy to go forward here. You are in a trap. Whose trap are you in? Let me see. Oh, I'm in Grandma's trap. Why are you in Grandma's trap? Let's clear that now. The grandma, she trapped people in, saying you can't do that, you can't do this. Let's clear all that. Any DNA codes in there, uncreate, dewire them now, separate her from them. And Dad, you're leaving now, thank you. Take back all your sadness, your grief, your fear, your anger, go. You're taking back your joy now. You can have your sadness, sorrow, do whatever you want with it. Thank you. Bye for now.
thank you.
Now, Vivian, are you ready?
Yes,
How ready are you?
mm, half ready.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how ready are you?
50.
50. Okay, so she's at 50 universe. She's halfway there, right? So what does she need to do now? She needs to grab a hold of herself right now. Shake that energy off of her. They actually want you to physically shake your body. Shake all that COVID energy, the fear of COVID getting you, making you
Yes.
have to move, the frustration of moving. Shake it off.
Yes.
Shake it off. Take and bake.
Yes.
I had some joy juice with Chapali today. All right. Let's add some more joy juice into you right now, going into your cells and DNA right now. All
Oh,
right.
yes.
Let's add some more joy into your heart, your mind, your spirit. Go, go, go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to tap your feet. We're going to tap your feet right now.
My right foot is partly paralyzed after Lyme's disease.
Yeah.
When I came back to Denmark, that was my welcome package.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I got Lyme's disease, so I was paralyzed and my whole nervous system.
Okay. Why do you think I'm tapping your foot?
It's because I couldn't hardly move.
All right. Yeah, well, I didn't know that, did I? No. The
No.
angels know, God knows, universe knows. All
Yes.
right, so right foot,
Yes.
Lyme disease. What are you doing there? Why'd you create Lyme disease? Oh, fear. Fear. Fear stopping you. If I have this, I won't be able to go forward. That'll be an excuse. Let's clear the excuse. Let's clear all the reasons why Lyme
Yes.
disease attacked your body because you had some low emotion.
Yes. I was sad.
Yes, and fear of going forward. Right leg
Yes.
has to do with finances, business.
Yes.
Yeah, fear. So let go of the fear.
Yes.
Let's go. Big toe. Let's go to the market. Let's go. Point your toe in the right direction and let's go. Every part of fear in you can leave now. I want you to say, I'm not afraid of going forward.
I'm not afraid of going forward.
Right leg, you can move now.
Right leg, move now.
Let's send some life force energy back through, the blood flow back through. Lyme disease, disintegrate now. Every part of paralyzed, we clear that energy right now. Yeah, clearing paralyzed. Paralyzed and fear paralyzed you. Clear now. Through all this timeline, right back to the beginning of the creation of, right back to the root of it.
Yes.
I want you to try and move your leg, move your foot, do something.
Yes, I'm walking around.
All right, how's it feeling?
It still feels like it's asleep almost.
Wake up. Going into the lower back. Let's clear that energy right now. Open up the channels of energy to go through that leg right now. Yeah. I'm going to keep working on that. So, yeah. Ooh, you're being guided to talk to the leg. I know it sounds funny.
Talk to the leg, or what you
Yep.
say?
You're going to talk to your leg and you're going to say, leg, it's okay
Okay.
to move. It's okay
Yes.
to move now.
Okay, dear leg, it's okay to move now. No, don't be afraid. You can move
And
freely.
it's okay to go forward now.
It's okay to go forward now.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
And I want you to listen to this replay because I want you to start doing that all day and night.
Yes.
All right. You talk to your leg. You tap
Yes.
on the knee. Tap on the knee because you can reach your knee. Sitting, laying down, or walking, whatever. And you say,
Yes.
listen, leg, come awake, come alive right now, right? And you
Yeah.
start doing that. Because when I was going to move, all right, from state to state, my legs went weak.
Yes.
And I actually could not get through my home. And I heard somebody talking to the body, and I said, I'm going to do it. And I started talking to my legs. Legs, we're going forward, whether you like it or not. I don't care what fear you think you got, but we're moving. We are going. And you know
Yes.
what? My legs started to react. I was taking that energy of fear, worry, stress, and just overpowering it over and over and over again. And joy. You need to laugh more.
Yes.
Right? Joy doeth good like a medicine. Instead of living
Yes.
there in fear and worry and this and that and blaming something, there's no more time for that. There's a you in the universe, right? That has to be moving forward. And if you don't move forward, they will make you move forward.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. So release the fear, all right? And don't be afraid to engage in what you love to do. All right. Not everybody's going to like us. Who
No.
cares? There might be one person that likes you. Great. You know,
Yeah.
it's a start. Start where you're at. All right. If you want to move again, then what's your goal? To move out of here. Fine. Then you need to take action. All right.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So let's see. Packet C in your toolbox.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it because you'll get a session and you'll know what you're here to do. Okay.
Yes.
All the confusion. You'll start making money
Oh,
and you'll be able to
what a
move.
relief.
How would that be?
That would be nice.
There you go.
I have worked as a volunteer for years. Yeah.
It's okay to volunteer. You got to, practicing, but it's time for the real thing now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Vivian. I put the link to the special offer package in the chat, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So Marlena, can you do a blessing or clearing on the dirty, ugly energy on Annette's apartment really quick?
Oh, will you clean up your apartment, lady? I'm kidding. So that's for Annette, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh boy, there's some spiritual bombardment there. Where did it come from? Leaking. Leaking pipes. Leaking pipes. Can she come on? Real quick, raise her hand.
I think she can come on audio. Yeah, go ahead, Annette. Unmute. Just unmute your audio.
Annette.
There it is. Okay. Hear me?
Awesome.
Okay, Annette,
Yes.
is it draining you?
My gosh, yes.
Okay,
May I give a brief story?
yep,
I moved in. This is my boyfriend's apartment. I moved in 7 years ago, and I've always been a neat freak, clean surfaces. And I collect glass, and they all have to be clean and everything in its place. And I love crystals. And I met my boyfriend. We reconnected 10 years ago and had a long distance relationship. He would visit me at my mom's house where I was taking care of her. And when she died 7 years ago, he said, well, come move in with me. And we had great energy, a great relationship. But when I moved into this apartment, oh, I did my best to clean it up, but I don't know if it's him who just doesn't see dust and dirt and clutter, or if this place, you mentioned that you felt energy around this building too. And I think I procrastinate and I don't clean anymore. And I wonder where my clean freak went.
Well, what happens is entities,
Yeah.
right? So wherever the dark room is, the cold room, the room nobody uses, the room where the clutter is, the pile of papers,
Uh-huh.
the antique furniture, that's where they are. So what happens is the energetic clutter becomes the mental clutter, and it drains you. So you have no energy to clean. It doesn't want you to clean it. It wants to expand it. Right. So, and also the house. All right.
Let me help. Let me help. My apartment was an add-on to a two-story family house in a suburb.
Mhm.
And I know that when the house was sold and we still stayed here, we were roaming around looking at all the spaces of the apartments we'd never been in. There's first floor apartment, second floor apartment. I think a lot of energy is stuck over there. What am I gonna do over here? I think that a whole building holds energy.
Totally. Every building in the world holds energy, right? So if you
There
can, um, grab, one of the packages where my session is in. All right. So we can do a session when you're in that place and it's not affecting anybody else on the call. All right. Because what we have to do.
Okay.
All right. And that, yeah. So after doing the clearing we did in the beginning of this call, your vibration went up some.
Yes, I
It's
felt
great.
that.
Yeah. It's up now to like, we'll say 75%. All right. Which is way up from 32. Right? You were like, I gotta get to the call, and yeah. And then when you get here, you're like, okay, what are we doing today? I need to, so the more you are into the energy of joy, you want to stay. You're like, let me glue into that, right? So what's going on in the apartment? Yes, there is a lot of energetic, but I do sense there is a leaking drain somewhere. It could be a sink that's dripping.
Well, you are so on because there, the ceiling upstairs, the bedroom upstairs ceiling is really old and not well maintained, and it flapped open and it used to drip rain. But then contractors came in and fixed the leak in the roof, so now it doesn't drip anymore. But you're right on in noticing that.
Yeah, but I would still go and check under your sinks, right?
Okay.
Check the toilet, make sure there's no water behind it or anything. Just do a check for you, And
Okay.
then where that ceiling was leaking, if you can have your boyfriend even press on that part on the ceiling, make sure it isn't soft.
We don't want to press on the ceiling because we're afraid the rest of the ceiling will fall in.
That's it. And if it does, guess who's responsible? Okay?
But that's
So
the bedroom, honey.
don't press hard. Don't press hard. Just just take your little finger and go,
Yeah.
you don't want to press through it. You just want to go, oh, it's soft here, but it's hard here. Know where that leak could fall down, right? And
Yeah.
that way, when we come to a session, I know what remedy to put there for you. Okay. But
Oh,
somewhere there is a leak. All
well,
right.
thank you, Marlena.
You're welcome. That's one. But
So
I
Annette,
would,
it's not a poking. It's just like a lightly feeling, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My fingers are very energetically attuned, so I can do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
It's
Well, I
real
hope this
powerful.
was helpful. And of course, if you can book a session with Marlene, that'll be more helpful too. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Great. Well, you were spot on there, Marlena. So that's awesome. Um, just see. So yeah. Is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go today?
Yeah, let me get back to Zoom. My computer finger here. I pressed the mouse button, yes, so let's see what we want to do. Yeah. What's that one? Okay, yeah. So Angel Raphael is coming in real strong, which is the angel of healing. And Angel Raphael, go ahead and do whatever you're going to do. It's a female energy of Raphael. Golden energies coming through the screen right now, bringing forth whatever healing each and every person needs today. Could be a boost up, encouragement coming, yes. Okay, so everybody's getting a boost up of encouragement today. Shine your light and encouragement. And allow it to happen right now. And for today, anyone that wants to know what your purpose is, it's available right now for you. You don't have any more confusion. It may take a week for me to map it out, but it will get to your email box ASAP. So thank
Awesome.
you, everyone, and thank you, Shefali. And if you would like to, Shefali, bottle that joy juice and start selling it here.
Awesome. Thank you. This was great. We got two processes at least during this conversation today. So thank you for that. I'll have the recordings out in a little while. So please do go back and watch and listen again to receive again more clearing, more energies, etc. And please do take a look at the packages and see which one resonates with you. But again, I said, you know, normally Marlena does not offer personal sessions for this price point. So please do take advantage of package B if you can, or package C if you would like the, what's it called? Direction Destiny Report.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for Vivian, she said, thank you. It said, right, right, right. There you go. Awesome. Good. Thank you. All right, everyone. So we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, for our next show. And so until then, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hi. Thank you again, Marlena. Thank you. Sure. Bye, everyone.